I'm back again. Sorry guys, I haven't been online. Things have been going in the background. I'll give you full scope of that in the next video. But in this video, we're gonna be watching Aliana Kai. Now, she knows what I love. Drum roll please. A day in the life of a UX designer. Now let's get to it.
I'm Aliana. Welcome to A Day in My Life. Today starts 10 minutes before my first meeting. I clean up, boil some water, and quickly tidy up my desk to feel less guilty about getting up this late. It's 10 a.m. I'm opening up the Zoom link and reading the meeting instruction at the same time. This is an optional research share-out session about Web 3.0. I ask at least 7 questions here. I am so excited to learn that the future of advertising could be very different from now and could be highly dependent on content creators. The meeting is over. Now I need to do some design work. I work for eBay advertising, and today I need to bring 2 more features to the advertising campaign detail page. The problem has been discussed 1,000 times with 1,000 stakeholders, so I have a clear solution in mind. But before jumping into the Figma file, just one more check. I ask myself, is my proposed solution intuitive? Is my proposed solution consistent with the other parts of the products? Yes, and yes. Great! Now I can happily open up a YouTube video on the side and make the Figma changes. UI design actually takes up the least time in my work because we have a design system, and now I just need to find the right component and bring to my file. Communicating before the UI design stage is what's time and energy consuming.
That's true.
I ask myself, is this Figma page easy to understand for front-end engineers? Nope. So I go ahead and make a few annotations and send the screenshot and the link to my PM and to the Jira ticket. Yay, I've just finished doing the main job for today. Now it's time for brunch. I find this idea of brunch very interesting. I'm sure it's created by another lazy person who just happens to wake up too late for breakfast but still wants to eat breakfast. Yeah, I call this French toast, and I call this matcha. It's afternoon, now back to work. I know people like to get to inbox 0. I do that too. But just because I get to inbox 0 doesn't mean I've absorbed any information. Emails, especially email threads, to me are terrifying. So I scan through all the emails and I decide to close read just one of them, about the user data of the product that I'm working on. It's a pretty heavy read, so I actually copy the email to a Notion page and then slowly highlight through the numbers and the messages and soak my mind in the ocean of user compliance. Nah, just kidding, user data. And I summarize a few things that are important and suggest what our team can do next and send it to the email thread. Now the email thread is even longer for another person to read. I'm bored. I need to go out. I'm trying to find a place that has free Wi-Fi. I usually go to a cafe, but since I already had matcha, I'll just go to a library. And since I'm feeling really cold, I need to do one group of clothing exercise to unfreeze myself. Now, let's go. Working from home to me means working from anywhere, and I love it. I love having the freedom to explore more places. And when I'm in a new place, I get inspired to do better work. The hard part though is to get the foot outside the door, because staying at home wearing pajamas and having a monitor just feel way easier than finding a cafe or library, getting dressed, and going out. But from my experience, going out is worth it, especially because my work requires creativity and inspiration. Here, I reply to Slack messages and read the one-pager for another project that I'm working on. I also read one chapter of a book that my friend sent me. I'm reading How to Be a Boss by Lily Singh. Today, I'm grateful and inspired by these trees and this new book I just got. For dinner, I'm making salmon and veggies.
Hey guys, that's the end of this video. So see you in the next one.